Lost Girl in a Desert. Once upon a time, in a vast desert, there lived a young girl named Maya. Maya was a curious and adventurous soul, always eager to explore new places and discover hidden treasures. One sunny morning, Maya decided to venture into the desert on her own, unaware of the challenges that awaited her. As Maya wandered deeper into the desert, she marveled at the endless stretches of golden sand dunes and the clear blue sky above. However, her excitement soon turned to worry as she realized that she had lost her way. Panic started to set in as Maya looked around frantically, trying to spot any familiar landmarks. With each passing moment, Maya's sense of unease grew stronger. She had no food or water with her, and the scorching sun beat down mercilessly, making her feel weak and lightheaded. Desperate for help, Maya climbed to the top of a high dune, hoping to get a better view of her surroundings. From the top of the dune, Maya could see miles of desert in every direction, with no signs of civilization in sight. Tears welled up in her eyes as she realized the gravity of her situation. She was lost in the vast desert with no way of finding her way back home. Despite her fear and exhaustion, Maya knew she had to stay strong and think of a plan. She remembered reading survival tips in books and decided to follow them as best as she could. Maya found a small patch of shade under a rock and sat down to conserve her energy. As the day turned into night, Maya shivered in the cold desert breeze. She huddled closer to the rock, trying to stay warm. In the distance, she could hear the faint howls of desert animals, which only added to her sense of isolation and vulnerability. The next morning, Maya woke up determined to find her way back home. She remembered learning that moss tends to grow on the north side of rocks, which could help her determine the direction. Using this knowledge, Maya carefully observed the rocks around her until she spotted a hint of greenish moss. With renewed hope, Maya started walking in the direction indicated by the moss. She walked for hours, enduring blistering heat during the day and chilly winds at night. Her throat was parched, and her stomach rumbled with hunger, but Maya refused to give up. After what felt like an eternity, Maya finally saw a distant glimmer of light. As she walked closer, she realized it was a small oasis, a cluster of palm trees surrounding a pool of clear water. Tears of joy streamed down Maya's face as she rushed towards the oasis and quenched her thirst. At that moment, Maya knew she had survived against all odds. She rested under the shade of the palm trees, feeling grateful for being alive and determined never to underestimate the power of nature again. From that day on, Maya became wiser and more cautious in her adventures. She carried a map, compass, and plenty of supplies whenever she set out to explore, always remembering the valuable lesson she learned as a lost girl in the desert.